Good morning, guys. This is Mrs. Stevenson coming to you with your 4th and 5th grade writing/ELA lesson. Now today we're going to learn how to organize our thoughts so that when we go to actually write our rough draft, it's not too hard for us. And in 4th and 5th grade, you should start being able to write some 5-paragraph essays. Now what we're going to do today is explore how to organize thoughts for an informational writing, which means we're providing information in our paper. Now, I'm going to be completely honest to the parents. I have no idea if this is in our Common Core standards. However, this is how I learned to organize my thoughts, and this is how I taught my children, and my children are pretty decent writers when it comes to their 5-paragraph essays. So this is how I do it. You might have to find your own method of doing it. Yes, it is an extra step, but it makes the writing part so much simpler and so much faster. So let's think of a topic that we could write about. We could write about anything. Let's write about our solar system. So at the top, I'm going to write the name of my paper. The solar system. Whoops, I misspelled that. System, there we go. And I'm going to underline that because that's the title of our paper. The solar system. Now, we know there's going to be 5 paragraphs, and so we're going to break up our paper into 5 different areas. I like to use Roman numerals to start off with. So our first section, so the Roman numeral for 1 is an I. Looks like an I, but it's 1. And your first paragraph is going to be your introductory paragraph, so you're introducing it. So introduction. Now we have to break that up into a couple parts because each paragraph should be a few sentences. We don't want it to just be, I'm writing about the solar system, here's what I know. Nope, that's going to be boring. So our first part, let's label it A, it's going to be our gotcha sentence. Now I do believe in school they call it your hook. And that's a great name, but I've always called it my gotcha sentence because that's the sentence that I write that's going to grab my audience, that's going to get them. So your introduction, your gotcha sentence. Now that sentence could be anything like, you could start quoting movies like Space, the Final Frontier. And that would probably grab people's attention because they know about Star Trek. Make sure though, if you quote a movie, you reference what movie that's from. So you could say Space, the Final Frontier. The writers of Star Trek were really onto something with that. So your gotcha sentence. After your gotcha sentence, you might want to write something like what you're writing about. Your main topic. So in this one you might write, there's lots of things to know about the solar system. All right, and after your main topic sentence, you might want to write a sentence that has your 3 main details. For example, you might write, in this paper we're going to talk about the planets, the sun, and the asteroid belt. So your gotcha sentence might be Space, the Final Frontier. And I'm just paraphrasing, writing quick notes next to it. Our main topic is the solar system. I don't need quotation marks there. And my main details could be planets, sun, asteroid belt. And when you're writing with pencil, it'll look much better than this. All right. And the then you might want to add a sentence on the bottom. So this one might take up 2 or 3 sentences. And your final sentence for that one will be your wrap up. You might write, so let's find out about the solar system. Or let's continue. Something letting them know that that's the end of one paragraph and you're going into your very first idea. So now we're going to our next paragraph. So that's going to be 2 I's for the number 2 in the Roman numerals. So our first idea, we said we're going to talk about the planets. So planets. And in that paragraph, you might talk about how many planets, you might separate them into the small planets, the first 4, and then the gas giants. All right, and you could write several sentences on that, or you could just write a couple on each topic. Now, when we wrap up our first paragraph, we want to tie it in to the next idea, the next paragraph, so that our story can run and flow smoothly. So instead of doing the sun next, I might do the asteroid belt, because that could be a sentence in my second paragraph that states what separates the planets. So what separates the smaller planets from the gas giants? And that would be the asteroid belt. So that would lead you right into number 3, the asteroid belt. All right. So now we look like rock stars because we've tied together our two paragraphs here. And this first sentence could actually be a continuation about how it separates the planets. Look how we are recycling our words in different ways so that we can get more details and we look really cool and we can make more varied sentences. So it separates the planets. Where is it? And we're going to do 3 for this one because you can write a couple of different sentences there. And again, we want to tie this to our final fact, which is going to be about the sun. And because sometimes, you know, the asteroid belt, it'll fling out asteroids because they'll collide and they'll just, and so and asteroids go towards the sun. So we are tying in our paragraphs so that they flow nice and smooth from one thought to the next. And we have a definite beginning and a definite end, even if it's just an informational writing. So then our fourth, so that would be an I and a V. We're going to be talking about the sun. It's the center of our solar system for sure. You could talk about the type. What type of star is our sun? Because our sun is a star. Excuse me. How old? And you could end it with how it protects the solar system. So how does the sun protect us? So now we have our 4 main paragraphs all outlined and ready to go. Now our final, number 5, is just, so in Roman numerals a 5 would be a V, would be our conclusion. And for that one, you're basically restating your introduction Oh, this is so hard to write, forgive me. Restate the introduction. And where you can learn more. You could also throw in a POW sentence at the end that really wants people to want to go out and learn more about the solar system. You could end with a superlative like, wow, the solar system is so cool. I wonder what other things we could learn. Or you might say, wow, in this solar system, aren't we really tiny people? It's just a way to wrap up things and still be factual while sharing a little bit of your own opinion about what's going on. So this is the basic outline for a 5-paragraph essay. And then when you come back and you're ready to do your rough draft, you can just say, okay, first sentence, my gotcha sentence, space, the final frontier. Star Trek was onto something when they said it's the best place to go and explore. Main topics is the solar system. So the solar system is full of so much information and so many interesting facts. Let's learn about them. We'll be talking about our planets and what they look like. The sun is also a great idea. And so on and so forth as we go down through that. So this is a very organized way to keep your thoughts, and so you know when you go to write your rough draft, it's going to flow in a nice, even pace. And you will look like a rock star to your teachers because they probably did some of this in school too. And it helps you know how to make it flow so that you don't talk about things in a weird order. All right, I hope this helps you guys out a lot, and I will see you this afternoon. Bye.